So the word English man actually means mana. M-A-N, mana. Mana means mind. Oh human being, you are a thinking being. You are not only a breathing being or physical being like animals, but you are a thinking being which is not found in another kingdom. That's why I call you man. So Patanjali directly deals with the mind first and its modifications. When I explain to you the very nature of chitta, you'd be surprised to know how he explains what chitta is, one of the modifications of mind, one of the aspects of your being, internal being. As you have limbs outside, 4 gross limbs, 2 lower extremities and 2 upper extremities. So there is a man inside you who also has 4 definite limbs. Antaha Karana. Anta means inside, Karana means that which functions inside. That which functions inside is real man, that which functions outside is only projection of that real man. You are projection of that, what you call mind. Therefore, body will follow the mind. It's not necessary that mind is followed by body. Mind does not follow body, but body follows the mind. Definitely. Therefore, mind is not projection of body, body is the projection of mind. Patanjali dived deep into the deeper realms of his being and found out the various functions of his mind. The method of Patanjali is unique. Now, those who are regular students here, they know I have explained many times, which I am making a diagram and explaining to you. So I told you, it becomes easy for the student, for the teacher, to know the mental condition of his student, if he is a competent teacher. He will see when a student comes through walk, he can know what the problem is. Like a homeopathic doctor, any doctor. If you are a good doctor, you can easily find out. You don't have to ask your patients. If you are a good psychologist, you'll find out what type of patient is coming to you. Many patients come crying. Most of the time they cry and they speak little. You can easily find out. The therapist should develop, the psychologist should develop that skill, exactly like the yogis develop that. When the student comes to them, they know where he is. By understanding, by putting them in one of the categories. Ikshipta, completely distracted mind. Vikshipta, Moodha, Ekagra and Nirodha. When somebody comes, when a yogi comes to you, what will he do first? He will be very humble. But that humbleness, how will he express? By sitting in a yogic way. He will sit down still. When he talks to a yogi, he will never move. When I am talking to you, I will move. But when I talk to any yogi, I will not move, because that will be insult to my tradition. When I was asked to go and study with various yogis, first thing my master told me, yogi is he who has got asana siddhi, who has learned not to move, who has made his body still. His body still means he has stilled his mind. Therefore, 4 hours and 36 minutes, if somebody can sit without any movement, he has got asana siddhi. Kabira often in his songs speaks to the sadhakas. Oh sadhakas, do not move from your posture. Your posture should be still. You have learned how to move in the external world, but you have not learned how to be still. You don't know what joy can spring from that stillness. You only know how much joy do you get when you jog fast, when you run fast. You become breathless. But when you become still, you become full, you remain full of joy. That's entirely a different joy. That's a joy beyond all explanations, inexplicable joy. That joy beyond all bounds you can enjoy. Still, how to be still. So when a yogi comes to talk to yogi, they speak in precise language. That is called Sandhya Bhasha. It's a language spoken between two yogis because they know the subjects, they know their own subjects. They will speak something, other will understand. But because they are not trying to understand the language, they are immediately trying to understand the thought patterns. Because the very science teaches you thinking, how to know the mind, not how to know the speech. There is nothing like that in Pakistan. First you know how one speaks. No. What is mind and its modifications? By having control over your mind and modifications, you attain the highest goal. Yoga has many connotations, I told you. Chitta vritti nirodha. Now, as it has been explained into English, bad translators. Nirodha means, how it is explained? Come on, many of you read. What word have they used? Say? Hey, come on, many of you have read this.
Suppression.
Now, if you call it suppression, then suppression will lead your life. So it's a bad word. If you call it repression, that repression will lead your life. We all know. Even if you are not a student of psychology or teacher of psychology, you know that suppression and repression is a very dangerous something for your mental condition, mental life. So how Patanjali can say you should learn to suppress your mind and modifications? No. Nirodha, the word nirodha. Patanjali said, let you learn to cultivate your mind when your mind is in a perfect state of equilibrium. That is the meaning. Nirodha does not mean suppression. Cultivate your mind in a way so that your mind attain a state of equilibrium and tranquility, so that it is fit to attain samadhi. That is the meaning. That's not the meaning. Suppress your mind, any feelings you had, suppress your thought, and you will become a yogi. You will become diseased. You can never become yogi. You will become sick. You can never become yogi. And most of the English texts say like that, translate that way. So yoga means obtaining control. Control means what? Do you want to be controlled by anybody? That's not the right word. In modern language and modern psychology, it is accepted to be crime to control somebody. If wife controls husband, it's not considered good. If husband controls wife, that is also not considered good. You see, understanding is good. A control means what? Chitta-vritti nirodha means, I will have to explain it after I'll lead it to you. I'll tell you what is that control which Patanjali said. The way I was taught in a monastic order, I am teaching you the same way. You have 4 definite aspects of your mind, which are called